Our reporting from here in Israel has been from the front lines of this war. I'm standing here at Democracy Square in Tel Aviv at what is called the Kidnapped Wall, the Wall of the Kidnapped. Behind me are pictures of over 210 Israelis and people from other countries who continue to be hostages. Today marks 20 days since this conflict began, 20 days since Spain has visited many of the families. And they're going to be holding a massive protest right here in the heart of Tel Aviv to tell the government that they believe only a ceasefire can bring their loved ones home. Each of these names represents a family. Each of these names is now a symbol of the dilemma and the pain that Israel is currently going through. Yesterday, right here in Israel, in a place called the Glilot military base, I was part of a small group of journalists who was shown a screening of 43 minutes of unedited, raw, uncensored, unblurred footage taken from the body cams of Hamas terrorists, CCTV videos, victims' mobile phones, social media and elsewhere. It was one of the most harrowing 43 minutes of my life. Perhaps the biggest question 20 days into this conflict is when will that all-elusive ground operation take place? Now it's become much more complicated with each passing day. Not only is the massive hostage crisis the centerpiece of Israel's biggest dilemma against mounting a full-scale ground operation of the kind it mounted in 2009 and 2014 into the Gaza Strip, but international pressure, particularly from the United States, which is wary of a regional escalation, internal conflict between the political establishment and the military reportedly, especially in the Israeli press, about opposition to Netanyahu within the military, which is not something that we can confirm independently, of course. All of these factors have slowed the possibility of a typical ground operation of the kind Israel has effected before. An explosive report in the Wall Street Journal, which I should say right off the bat has been officially denied by the United States government, suggests that there is reason to believe that Iran directly on its own soil trained at least 500 Hamas terrorists specifically for the October 7th al-Aqsa flood operation, the terrorist attack on Israel on October the 7th. Now, as you can imagine, this report has set the cat among the pigeons because it suggests that unlike in the past, when Iran has usually operated only through proxies, only funded and armed the Hezbollah indirectly, sent them arms, sent them money, this time to actually invite Hamas terrorists onto Iranian soil and get the Quds forces under the Revolutionary Guard of Iran to train those terrorists for a specific act of terrorism that not only affected Israeli citizens but also American citizens and citizens of other countries, makes this in many views an act of war.